Ohio is the site of the World Series of Marksmanship, the national matches, sponsored jointly by the National Rifle Association and the National Board for the Promotion of Rifle Practice. Teams from military units are competing in the national trophy matches, while civilians compete for trophies in the NRA National Championships. Service personnel are from all over the world. They've qualified for entry by winning titles in their regions. But these matches are equally important to civilian shooters. This is the culmination of a full year of practice and competition in which they have received much cooperation and encouragement from the military. The Small Arms Firing School is in session during the matches. Here, members of National Guard units and members of friendly foreign armies and civilians receive instruction in the construction, operation, and firing of the M1 rifle. These championship matches increase the knowledge and skill of the participants and are helpful to the Army-wide marksmanship training program. Men who can shoot and hit the target are usually able to teach others to do the same thing, both in the service and in the thousands of rifle clubs across the country. Some of these men will represent our country in international competitions, such as the Olympic Games and other World Championship rifle and pistol events. Trophies won by Army competitors at these national matches were presented in a ceremony at Washington, D.C. by Army Chief of Staff General Matthew B. Ridgway.
Corporal Edward F. Grimes, Fort Evans, Massachusetts, presents the Daniel Boone Trophy. Corporal Grimes was the winner of the National Trophy Individual Rifle Match, defeating more than 750 competitors. This gave the Army victory in 3 of the 4 matches sponsored by the Army.
Congratulations. You do that every year now. Thank you, sir.
These honors for the sharpshooter are the result of aptitude and training. Training which can be given at an early age in junior clubs such as this group, the Fairlington Junior Rifle Club of Arlington County, Virginia. In just a few years of existence, this organization has produced many young riflemen who have qualified as expert. The group was organized by 12 members under a charter from the National Rifle Association and was thereafter immediately affiliated and enrolled with the Director of Civilian Marksmanship, Department of Army. In doing so, they became eligible for Army assistance as prescribed by law. One of the principal advantages is access and use of this government-owned firing range at Fort Belvoir. All regular summer and winter practice sessions of the club are held here. Small arms ammunition and target supplies may be purchased at government cost through Army ordnance depots with approval by the Office of the Director of Civilian Marksmanship. Many of these children, because of their physical size, are unable to effectively handle the heavier government-owned weapons and thus are required to purchase their own so they may be modified. Through simple modifications, even the youngsters are able to meet the requirements of proper shooting techniques. This club's competitive shooting program is fully attended by its membership, and it is this type of supervised activity which deters youngsters from falling into ways of juvenile delinquency. While the entire group has much team spirit, each individual is constantly striving for his or her own qualification awards. There is complete confidence in the leadership provided by the qualified instructors. Each member is trained in all of the same principles of marksmanship as taught by the Army. Proof of the value of proper equipment and of a continuous training program may be found in the fact that a team from this club, all under 14 years of age, won a national title during their 2nd year of operation. Assistance in the marksmanship training of the youth of America is an important function of the defense establishment. In our history, our soldiers have always had the ability and the equipment to hit the mark. Our future rests with youth to continue that tradition.
There will always be a need for men who can shoot. whether it be for sport or survival. Today, our Army is training thousands in and out of the service in the fundamental knowledge necessary to the defense of our country in time of danger. The ability to shoot and shoot straight. This is Sergeant Stuart Queen, inviting you to be with us next week for another look at the big picture, the United States Army in action.
The Big Picture is a weekly television report to the nation on the activities of the Army at home and overseas. Produced by the Signal Corps Pictorial Center. Presented by the U.S. Army in cooperation with this station. You can be an important part of the big picture. You can proudly serve with the best equipped, the best trained, the best fighting team in the world today, the United States Army.